Hey everyone, good day. Thanks for joining this session of Jmix. My name is Alex. I'm really glad to see you here. Today I'm here with my colleague, Dmitriy Vaschenko, the core team member, as well as the famous Jmix trainer. Hi Dmitry.
Hello, Alex.
Yeah, my colleague Igor will also assist us. Sometimes we have an engineering responsible for this translation. Sometimes we will refer to him directly, and we're sending him the best regards as well. So, Dmitry, today we have a very interesting task.
Yes, indeed.
We have to, first of all, tell our community members some news about the new upcoming functionality. We're going to give some, I would say, introspective in the Jmix technology, and we're going to talk about the exact piece of software code, our CRM system. And we have to be very precise in the timing. We're going to do some live coding as well. And we hope to receive a lot of questions and hopefully give some decent answers for them. What should be mentioned additionally for our audience? So we're going to do indeed some live coding. Those sections will be divided into 4 parts. And I'm kindly asking to raise the questions, any related questions to every session in the chat. So we will make some pauses between the sessions, and I will exactly address the most interesting questions to Dmitry, and hopefully we'll give you some proper answers. But even before we start, please kindly give us some word in the chat section. Please tell us where are you from, and can you hear us well? What about the screen? Can you see us well? We appreciate this sincerely because it gives us feedback. And also, we would be also glad to see if you are familiar with Jmix or just currently evaluating or just want to understand what it's all about. There is a special poll that pinned in the chat section. Please give us your answer. All right. So let's start, I guess, Dmitry.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. So what we're going to talk about? First of all, we will cover the basics of our platform and why is Java relevant in 2026. We're going to cover for our new buys what Jmix is and what it's all about, and apparently what Jmix is not. How currently enterprise applications being delivered in the AI everything era, as well as why Jmix team built the open source CRM. Because today we're going to work with the exact application that is provided as a sample, but nevertheless it's an open source and free of charge project that every member of this wonderful meeting can use for your own good, modified as you want. And we will of course provide the necessary links to the application itself and its open source. We are going to do some live coding as well, and we're going to highlight some additional functionality called text to data, which will be beneficial to our old-timers. So what will you exactly as a person get from this workshop? Again, for the new guys, you will understand what Jmix is and how it can help you. You're going to see a real enterprise application which you can take away with you and use it as much as you want. And of course, for those persons who are experienced in Jmix, you will be able to understand the AI assistant and skills usage for Jmix, just discover or maybe improve or excel your own skills, how to develop applications in Jmix. We're going to talk about the new functionality that is already available in this project and will be part of the upcoming major release of Jmix in June, July, in Jmix 3.0 called text to data. And you're going to find some more information about the new implementation patterns, of course. So let's proceed without further ado. When we're talking about Java, first question to you, Dmitry.
Yes.
What do you think? Is Java dead in 2026, this year already?
Yeah, of course. It's like your slide shows. Yeah, it's mentioned. It used to be such an opinion, let's say that the Java is dead since 1999, but it's still alive, of course. As we can see, there are thousands and thousands of the applications of the really high level, that's been implemented in Java, that is supported still in Java, that is created right now, in Java. And I believe that this language never going to die. This always takes like top 5 of all the programming languages, and I believe that it's going to be the same in the future as well.
Never going to die sounds really promising, I must say.
Yes.
But what about the 2026 reality? Does AI currently really making Java more attractive?
I believe so, because the things that was mentioned about the Java, that the negative-ish things, let's say, about Java, that it's is boilerplate-ish. You should create factories that later going to create new factories, to create something simple, and a lot of the boilerplate in code. And as we probably know already at this particular moment, the AI is the thing that reduces the amount of the boilerplate code, but still, Java still is very reliable language, because it has strict type mappings and stuff like this, and a lot of the community support and a lot of the new things in this grows each day. I believe the community of Java still grows each day.
Absolutely. And we are proud to say that Jmix basically written in Java. Jmix, our platform, is based upon Java and produces the code exactly in Java. Some small slide to demonstrate the main titles of some of the customers that have been using Jmix for a long time. Those respected customers using Jmix as an internal development platform with millions of end users. We know it by communicating with them. We know the Jmix team delivers the systems with millions of end users. So just to highlight, let's say, a bit of honor in our scenario. So next thing is, which exact applications do we build currently in Java, and further how we build them. First of all, as you can see, there are some scenarios that we consider quite typical in the enterprise, so-called enterprise application development nowadays, which involves heavily usage of different data, of course, creating business process automation systems, creating systems that work with information in many cases, enterprise content management. We're talking about the greenfield applications and brownfield applications, where you migrate the existing system to the new technology stack, where you're creating different types of applications for different industries. For example, banking, insurance, transportation, e-government, and many others. But what are the exact scenarios that you would consider nowadays in 2026 for building those types of applications? I would consider three possible approaches. First of all, building those systems purely in Java, in Spring Boot alone. Building Java and plus AI-assisted infrastructure, and AI plus Jmix. Honestly saying, the AI currently enhancements in software development really became the baseline for most of the big projects, And when we're talking about the Java, native Java, we're talking about also enhancements with AI plus Java. But you can see on this slide the exact differences in comparison with Java and AI alone, and using our product AI enhanced as well. First of all, you can keep the architecture consistent, and especially when you're working in a team, you can understand the whole structure of the project. You should understand how it's being guided and how you can use it together with your team members, basically. As well as such thing as security and permissions with a built-in foundation of Jmix make perfect sense. With pure Spring Boot, every team may choose different patterns like layered architecture, domain-driven design, CQRS, microservice, and so on. The variety of the choice is huge. But the thing is, when you give this choice to AI itself without no guidance, without no governance, you are basically putting this approach to AI. It has to figure out what the architecture should be before it even can help. With the implementation of Jmix as the core and so-called guardrails approach, many enterprise concepts already have a predefined place, like entities, views, security reports, BPM automation processes, and so on. As a result, AI spends less time inventing architecture and more time implementing business functionality. This is a simple way to summarize something that you can see here on the screen, of course. And just to give those persons who are not yet familiar with Jmix, it's the open source platform based upon the open source framework. You can see the exact link to GitHub. You can go to this link and give us a star, much appreciated. Above this, the functionality AI-assisted studio development tools implemented in the world's most famous IDE, IntelliJ IDEA, enhanced with the functionalities of Vardin. And above this, also you can receive the ready-made components in the runtime add-ons in the marketplace, just to not reinvent the wheel. This is the Jmix in a nutshell. Now we're going to move further as time goes. The reasons why we're talking today about the exact project, the free B2B CRM. This is a fine choice for us to demonstrate some industry-specific content. Of course, in Java world, the most popular thing is a pet clinic project. That is obvious. We also have one, so make sure to visit our website to see it. But we decided that some exact scenario in the let's say in the commerce industry would be more preferred way to demonstrate how exactly you can develop applications in Jmix. It's worth to mention that these applications is again fully open source, free to use, and done with the Jmix Community Edition free of charge. So you can take it, you can see its functionality, you can fork it and modify as much as you want. Also, what's important, exactly in this scenario, the so-called text-to-data functionality being implemented recently. With the chatbot, AI-assisted, you can ask exactly your application, your end users, your administrators. You are able to use this functionality to get a knowledge with the information with full accordance to your security access permissions. Basically, you are not querying. You are not making GPQL. You just ask the data in natural language. Via LLM, it's been transported to GPQL with necessary approach. You receive the final result. Yeah. So this is a nutshell. And now we are switching to the very first live coding section. Thank you for your attention. Now I will ask Dmitry to take over the screen.
Yes, I believe that our colleague Igor going to help me with this. Yeah, I hope so at least. The CRM, yeah, something to discuss today. The B2B CRM, yeah, to be precise. This is the decision we're going to take a look first at, yeah, and later we're going to take a look at the Jmix itself, of course, yes, since we're talking about this particular application being created using Jmix, yeah. So the first part, let's say the first live coding session, we're going to have 4 of them, not too short, not be afraid, please, yeah. 4 sessions. The first session going to be about the data model, about the entities, yeah, which usually build the data model, let's say, and about the studio functionality. What is studio, by the way, yeah. Firstly, going to take a look at what we've created for free, yeah, for you. We did not create this for free, yeah, in fact, but it's free for you, free to fork, free to download, yeah, free to use. This is the, I believe that my view is being shared now, yeah. So this is the demo stand. We do have a demo stand which has this application, and you can immediately test it, yeah. Once you go to the Jmix EU B2B CRM login page, yeah. So log in. After this, after you first log in, some demo data is being created, being generated, of course, as you can probably guess. And this is the appearance of the home or the main view of the application. Pay attention, we have some cards here that support drag and drop functionality. We have some charts that created in Jmix as well. We have some data and stuff like this, yeah. So this is a fully functional CRM, in fact. Yeah, so you can you can create, change, edit the clients, of course. Yeah, because CRM stands for client relationship management. Yeah, so the clients do exist as well as the orders as well as the categories of your goods, let's say, or your services and products with prices and types and codes, and you name it. Yeah, the fully functional application once again. Yeah, then you can take a look at the finance part, let's say, of the application. You can check out the invoices, you can check out the payments and stuff like this. Yeah, this is the functionality. Additional functionality here is about the administration of the application. You can work with dynamic attributes, with the attributes that do exist only at runtime. Yeah, let's say you can change the application settings, you can create, run, and download reports of any kind. Probably going to check it a little bit deeper later. Yeah, but for now, let's probably keep this CRM AI like a secret. Yeah, something to wait for. Yeah, let's say I'm going to take a look at this one and going to check this one, test this one a little bit later at the fourth part of our live demo, let's say. Yeah, but now what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the Jmix itself. Yeah, it was mentioned a couple of times already, but what this is. Yeah, how you can start using this one using our perfect framework. Yeah, so the first step for you, call to action probably. Yeah, kind of. You should go to the IntelliJ IDEA. Does not matter if you have the community or the ultimate version. Yeah, Jmix supported and works perfectly in both of those. Then next step, go to the plugins. Where they are, here they are. Yeah, and the marketplace, search for Jmix, and that's it. Then click download or install button, restart your IntelliJ IDEA, and you do have the Jmix. Yeah. So what it brings together with the plugin, in fact, it brings the particular boundaries that was mentioned, that very helpful for the artificial intelligences of nowadays. Yeah, so-called intelligences, let's say. Yeah, it brings the Jmix tools view. Yeah, let's say it brings a lot of the functionalities that can speed up your development without even without the artificial intelligence. Yeah, so because in Jmix Studio, this plugin called Studio, in fact, yeah, we do have things like wizards, palettes, quick actions, the navigation support, the code snippets, and so on. So this is the appearance, let's say, of our Jmix CRM. As you can guess, I downloaded this one. Yeah, why not? It's still, this is free, of course. Yeah, so you can interact with build scripts, Gradle scripts, dependencies, and stuff. Yeah, you can interact with your application configuration. Yeah, in the regular way, of course, since the Jmix application is nothing but a Spring Boot application. Yeah, as just mentioned. You can create as many of profiles as you wish. You can create as many of the integrations with wide and almost endless, yeah, Spring Boot infrastructure environment, let's say. Yeah, you can interact, work with the Jmix add-ons or your own add-ons. Of course, you're not limited with only our add-ons. You can create your own and then reuse the add-on in any Jmix application. Yeah, so all those listed here are free of charge, yeah, as far as I remember. So those are available. You can install them. As you can see here, we have the application settings, audit charts, data tools, and so on. Yeah, a couple of the add-ons. Additional ones can be found on our marketplace directly from the tool, from the studio itself, and added later. Yeah. So then you can, of course, interact with the data stores. Namely, those are, of course, the relational databases like HSQL database or the PostgreSQL database. The Jmix itself is multilingual. Yeah, in the case when we're talking about the databases, you can check the natively supported databases immediately clicking this drop down. So you can use the MySQL, you can use the Maria database, you can use the PostgreSQL, which you're probably going to. Yeah, you can use the Microsoft and Oracle and H2 databases. Yeah, the default one is HSQL database file. So your data is together with your application, with your let's say project itself. Yeah, so this is a good idea to share this application, let's say. So what else? We have the liquid-based support, probably a little bit out of boundaries of this particular workshop, yeah, but it is supported, and the studio going to generate the change logs as you go through your application, let's say creation process, yeah. Then the data model present here, this one has a couple of the entities, as you can guess, probably once again, yeah. So clients and the contacts and the payments and you name it, a lot of the entities and the DTO entities and embeddable entities and stuff. Yeah, of course, this is the GPA, of course, yes, since this is a simple thing, let's say. Then after this, you can interact with the user interface of your application. You can take a look at the existing views or screens or the browser pages. Yeah, probably I can put it this way. You can take a look at the theming of your application. You can take a look at the localization of your application, and so on, so on, so on, so on. Of course, from all those nodes, let's say I'm going to call those nodes, yeah, you can create something. For example, you can immediately create new GPA entity or DTO entity, or you name it, yeah. From the user interface, you can immediately create the view or exception handler, or create even a custom theme for your entire application and stuff like this. Then the next node is about the beans that of course do contain your application logic, yeah, business logic of your application. So those are usually the services or the components, yeah, if we're talking in the Spring Boot lingo, or even in Spring lingo, yeah. So those are beans. Then the security going to take a look at this one a little bit later. Yeah, I promise this is how the Jmix itself, Jmix framework, makes the access management easier and more predictable and more clear. Yeah, a little bit later. Then about the reports, this one provided by the add-on, of course, reports add-on. We do have this one. You can easily start using this one. Then the deployment options of different kinds, of course. Once again, yeah, since the Jmix application is Spring Boot application, you can launch this one as you wish, using the jar archive or Java archive, yeah, jar file, or using the Docker, or using the Docker Compose, or using the Kubernetes, or you name it, yeah, in any way, absolutely any way. So then a couple of useful links like sources and tests and so on. Yeah. So this is the Jmix CRM application we're talking about. Yeah. Once again, this course is absolutely free. You can use this one. You can fork this one and take a look at this one. Yeah. So what else? Let's take a look what we can create, let's say, ourselves. Yeah. How to create new Jmix application. It's a question. Yeah. So after a moment, immediately after the moment you install the plugin, the Jmix plugin, let's say, yeah, you can go to the new project, yeah, and here you can create new Jmix project, indeed, using the generator that's going to appear, of course, for you. Then you can select the suitable version of the Jmix itself, yeah, framework. We do grow. We do implement new things weekly, let's say, yeah, or monthly. So we have quite often and predictable release scheme, yeah, release plan. We grow for our community, of course. So you can use select the GDK, the 7th Java version is the latest. Yeah, let's say you can use. Feel free to use 17th, 21st, 25th, yeah, Java or so on. Then just click next and select what you want to create. Yeah, you can create a full stack application that is written in Java language, or we do support, in fact, Kotlin as well, which is a little bit more modern language if you prefer something more modern over something more predictable. Yeah. So then you can create an application using the particular add-on, tabbed mode application add-on. You can create add-on itself. Yeah, you can create the application without any user interface layer. In fact, so no Vaadin front end at all. Yeah, just REST application, just regular backend, but of course with the support of the studio. Yeah, so you're still going to be able to see this particular structure. You're still going to be able to use the navigation, to subscribe to the events, to inject something, and so on. Yeah, it's going to be simpler, even if you decide not to create full stack application, and you can create and let's say, interact with a composite project. This is when you have a lot of modules, and this is more comfortable for you, for example, to edit them in a singular IntelliJ IDEA project, in a singular application, let's say, despite the fact that those are several applications, probably, or the application and the add-ons. So those are for this functionality. The explanations are below, and the question marks can be quite helpful as well. Those are going to navigate you directly to the related documentation page, of course. Then next. So since we're going to implement something, create something, we have Jmix CRM, and I want to create my own. Since I have code, probably I want to move it somewhere else, not just CRM, but ERP system, or you name it, anything you can imagine, in the enterprise environment. So this is going to be my CRM. Probably it should be put like the CRM of mine, but we're going to simplify this language since we can, So once the button is clicked, the new project is going to be created. I'm going to create the new project in the new window, I mean new window of the IntelliJ IDEA, the generation of fully functional, not the CRM functional, but launchable and observable application takes like 15 seconds, as you just seen, I believe. Then after this, after I've generated the application, it immediately contains something, readme file, of course, what is this project, some hints how to launch this, how to work with the Jmix. Then it in fact contains a couple of views, login view, main view, user detail, and the user list, and in fact it can be launched immediately. Let me prove it. Click this button. The third thing is to apply the changelogs from the Jmix core, of course. Since I believe that you understand that some data must be created, some tables must be created, since this is not the naked, let's say, Spring. This is something prepared for you to speed up your development. Execute this one and proceed. So the changelog is going to be applied immediately, almost immediately. Then the Spring Boot application going to start in a couple of tens of seconds, probably. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, something like this. So all the steps of the assembling and stuff, then the Spring application to launch, the default profile does exist, of course, as you can see. So let's wait a little bit. At the first start, a little remark, let's say at the first application start, the Vaadin framework going to assemble its dev bundle, so-called thing, so it's going to assemble all the JavaScript code in a singular bundle, to start the application, and the next launch is quicker, faster, let's say. So the first one is, okay, application is started, now we are waiting before the front end is assembled, or we can immediately go there, to this link. Let me show you what is happening. This thing is regular thing. This is fine. It's disappear, while we're talking. So this is my CRM. This is a newly created application. The admin pair does exist by default as well, and you can immediately log into the application. You can immediately take a look at this, you can immediately create new users. You can immediately assign the new users with new roles. You can create immediately new resource or the role level roles. So the application is functional, as you can see. Next step, of course, usually when we're talking about the enterprise development, and when we're talking about the development in a nutshell, I would say, is to handle data somehow, because all those applications usually being created for handling the data, creating something, saving something, reading something, products or the invoices or the equipments, or you name it, of course. So it is very simple in Jmix, of course, very simple. So you just go to the application you just created, and for example, I'm going to steal some data, some code, let's say, from the Jmix CRM, because this is the way, let's say, how the development process sometimes goes. You see something, and then you copying this one, and then you pasting this one somewhere, and then you tell that it's yours. Okay, so we do have user by default. let me show you that the user entity is created out of the box, in our My CRM application. Data model, the user, something else is needed, of course. So we're going to create a couple of the entities. I'm going to take a close but short look at the data model of the Jmix CRM. So it has the client entity, for example. Too many attributes, in my opinion, on the start moment. So I need the name, probably, then full name, and probably the website or the address, something like this. 3 attributes, let's say. Is it difficult to create such an entity in Jmix? No, it's not. It's trivial even. Even, once again, without any additional tools, nowadays tools. So GPA entity to be created, client. Then, of course, all the inheritance types are supported. I mean the GPA inheritance and stuff. Mapped superclasses, embeddable entities, and so on, so on, so on. Then client, the name, identifier type, then OK. It's created, it's created, and it has everything that you need, namely all the required annotations, all the fields, one, primary key field, and the getter and the setter. And is it difficult to add new attributes? No, it's not. You're just going to this modeler or the designer, entity designer, and clicking the plus button. Then you adding the name. Easy, absolutely. Trivial, once again. Name going to be data type string, going to be mandatory. So user cannot create the clients without name. Nameless or unnamed. So mandatory is easy and simple. Then the next one going to be the full name, for example, or the company name, or you name it. Any name and any kind of the attribute. Full name, let's say non-mandatory, but unlimited length, probably that's going to be called in some particular way. Then probably the address, the non-mandatory field as well. So we've created our full name. I don't know what it is, language. I'm going to change this immediately. Edit. If you make a mistake, this is as easy as it would be in the Spring. Let's say, okay. Everything is changed immediately. Not only in the designer, I believe that you understand this, but in text as well. So now this is the full name. Only this thing is not renamed. So can be fixed immediately manually. Created the first one. Let's move on and create. Let's say the second one. We've created the client. Probably we need the order. To have in our application. So the very, very basic CRM, client and order, and probably that's going to be it. So the number probably and the total amount. Perfect. New entity to create, GPA entity as well. So order to call this one. Then no parent, nothing here. Going to be simple. Then the number. For the difference, going to make this one the long, because we think that we're going to have a lot of the orders, of course, in the far future. So going to be mandatory, of course, at this point. This is the number, okay. And then one more, probably total. Simple one, for now. Going to be probably big decimal or stuff like this. Okay, let's make this one mandatory as well. So the second entity is created, and probably the orders should be linked with the clients. If those are usually implemented. So the client, perfect. Then mandatory, no orders from nowhere. If we do not know which client this order belongs to, we do not know who asked about the payment. Okay, client data type, not the data type. Of course, in this case, association and any kind of the cardinality is available, and you do not need to boilerplate this code. To remember all those annotations, many fetch, lazy fetching or eager fetching or stuff like this. Just click this thing. Many to one, of course. It's Yeah, correct. Several order objects are associated with one object of the type of a client, of course. Yeah, so created. Yeah, immediately. Perfect. Perfect. Some basic data model is created. Next step, of course, is to take a look at this one. We're going to restart the application. What's going to happen? The question. Of course, since we have the studio, we do not need to handle the data model changes ourselves. Yeah, because the Jmix Studio can generate correct, and suitable liquid-based change logs for you, and the decision apply this or not to apply or ignore those change logs is of course up to you. Yeah, the decision maker is the developer. So create client table, create order table, link those together, yeah, with each other, then save and run. Application going to start quicker and the second time this launch. Yeah, so this is the thing. While it's being started, yeah, let's take a look. What else do we have? Yeah, I believe that I shown you this order designer. Yeah, of course, the text appearance is available as well. You can create the indexes, for example, for the attribute uniqueness and so on. You can use the quick actions here, for example, to take a look at the existing views. You can create the event listeners for this particular entity. You can create the GPA lifecycle callbacks, yeah, post load, post create, and post persist, yeah, and stuff like this. Yeah, so all those actions are available and quite helpful. Okay, so we've started the application once again. Yeah, still only the users, yeah, because you should understand that the data and the view layer is different layers, yeah. And I believe that this is probably it about the first part, yeah. Let's say about the quick review about the studio and the creation of the data model. Probably you do have some questions at this point. Feel free to ask.
Yes, thanks. First of all, thanks for getting us here. And indeed, I do have a lot of questions myself, but I didn't want to interrupt your flow. So I was very silent. And we got plenty of questions in our chat section. And I will start from the very last one, last in, first out, from the chat section. One of our viewers asks, is it possible to change the ID to the dark term instead? Because sometimes, it's not so comfortable to look at the screen. Are you okay with the dark terming? Dmitriy?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I've decided this to change this to be light a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen the joke in the internet that you become the real developer only when you switch to the light theme, and I decided that this is the time for me. Yeah. Okay, so going to switch it back to the dark one.
It's always a matter of choice,
Yes,
depending on in which time zone you're.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, absolutely. So
okay.
Let's start from the question. First of all, my question: what we since looks very fast, right? So, as I would act as the new buy, my question would be the following: how much of this code in these applications is actually generated, and how much still needs to be written manually? What is the comparison with, let's say, JHipster, for example?
It's an interesting question. Yeah, indeed. Something, of course, should be generated automatically. Probably not automatically generated. Yeah, let's say something should be implemented using some agent. Yeah, for example. Not going to mention those here. Yeah, today. This is not about them. But some agent can generate. For example, it can generate the entities. Yeah, and it can generate the views, in fact, in Jmix, yeah, quite easily. But you should divide the things, yeah, in your mind as a developer nowadays, in my opinion. Yeah, probably this is going to be opinionated thing. Yeah, probably I'm not correct in someone's eyes. Yeah, let's say, but I believe that the things should be separated. Yeah, separated. So you can generate the data model using the agent. Yeah, you can generate the regular things like CRUD views in Jmix in particular. Yeah, but you should be the person in charge. Yeah, you should decide how to implement business logic. Yeah, you should or probably even must, yeah, decide which external services and how to integrate in your application. Yeah, so the AI for simple things, yeah, or for the a little bit more complicated things, but only to start with those complicated things. Yeah, the decision must be on you, of course, as a developer.
Yeah, thanks. Next question. Can developers actually work with Jmix directly in Java and Spring Boot without using the studio itself?
Yes, they do. They can, of course. Yeah, but why to do so? Yeah, the question can be not obvious. The correct way can be not obvious from the first glance. Yeah, let's say why. Because the Jmix studio itself, it's not only about this beautiful structure, let's say, yeah, a well-structured project and stuff. Yeah, in fact, it adds way more. Yeah, way more. For example, you can add the code chunks, yeah, or you can use the code snippets, in fact, to generate the trivial code yourself, yeah, or you can use this one to check if your application is going the correct way, let's say. Yeah, for example, if you use the Spring with AI, of course, without the Jmix, yeah, there's nothing to discuss here. Yeah, at this point, it's up to you. Yeah, your mistakes are up to you, let's say. Yeah. Okay, so if you're talking about the Jmix, yeah, of course you can use this one without Studio. Try to use it without Studio, but Jmix brings the Studio itself brings a lot of the value, yeah, because it includes the code checks, for example. Yeah, it includes those quick actions. It includes the AI agent, yeah, AI assistant. We're going to discuss a little bit later. Yeah, so. In my opinion, when you can generate something in a couple of clicks and check if everything is correct, just looking in the designer, yeah, it's way better than guessing, yeah, through the generated code, yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks for the answers. Now we will refer to the chat section. We've got some answers and questions and answers. And I see that for some questions, our colleague already answered them. First of all, yeah, thanks that everybody, a lot of people sent their regards. Yeah, my warm regards to DTH Software. Nice to see you guys here. To Unexum, hello. So the question is, the first question, yeah, teens, how it's going? It's going pretty far. Pretty good so far, I would say, yeah. So the next question is Java 25 official? Question from Felix. Dmitry?
I'm not sure. I have no idea. At some moment in the past, I stuck at the Java 8. Yeah, since it was the LTS version that was used for a long time. Yeah, and then I believe that some companies still do have code written in Java 8. Yeah, and they do not even think to upgrade this one or something. Yeah. Now I'm stuck at 17 Java. Yeah, because I have a lot of stuff to do, yeah, trainings and so on, not to bother too hardly, yeah, let's say, about the Java 25. I have no idea if it is LTS version right now.
Yeah, it's my bad that I didn't fully explain. Indeed, Felix, as far as I remember, the 25th version of Java will be supported in Jmix 3.0. And I would kindly ask my colleagues to comment here in the chat section.
Yeah.
Right. So, but 21st Java 17, of course, all those LTS versions are fully supported. Next question from Kit. Hi, Kit. Is the Jmix community using Groovy and Kotlin? Is there growth in these areas? I would say that Victor already answered to these questions pretty good. So we've got a minority of the Kotlin users, indeed, and Groovy is being mostly used for the script tasks. Right. So the question about the LLMs functionality, there is a question I would like to ask if there is a significant difference in the answers between high-level and low-level AI models, because some projects require data security and cannot call external LLMs.
Perfect question. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Of course, there are differences, and those differences are significant. Those are undescribable. Yeah, sometimes probably. I tested myself some local models, and the short answer is going to be it depends. Yeah, it depends on how powerful hardware you do have. Yeah, if you have something like A400, yeah, or which those are nowadays GPUs, yeah, to launch the real-ish, real world-ish model, like 100 of billions of the parameters and above, I believe that you're going to be fine. But if you have like CPU only, yeah, and 16 gigabytes of the RAM memory, yeah, you in troubles, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, there is also a conversation on the LLM going on here. Let's say, yeah, and Victor Hokonia says that latest LTS is Java 21. Yeah, duly noted, but Jmix will support Java 25 in any case, as far I'm informed. Yeah, so I would think that we should continue. First, we done with the live coding session number 1. Now we are moving further to the next session which will be dedicated to creating the UI, views, and AI assistant. Is this correct?
Yes, absolutely correct. Yeah, thank you very much. I believe that now we should have my screen or my monitor, yeah, to be shared again. So what about this? The important thing to mention here once again, yeah, so if we're talking about Jmix, then we're talking about creating the both layers, yeah, in the same language. I mean the backend layer, yeah, working with data services and so on, yeah, and the front end layer as well, yeah. Thanks for this to the Vaadin, of course, yeah, Vaadin framework, since this is a framework that allows you to create, to write the front end layer in pure Java, yeah, and we do use this framework, but we change this a little bit. Let's say, yeah, we have tricks and things and ways to shorten even their code, yeah. So what I'm talking about, yeah. So for example, if we take a look at this user interface section, and if we take a look at the user list, let's say view, yeah, that's scaffolded in the Jmix full stack project, and then we can take a look. We can see, yeah, that a singular view does in fact have two files. Why there are two files? Yeah, the first one is clear. This is the controller file. Let's say, yeah, that's is written in Java, and this is quite a laconic one, yeah, short one. Let's say 14 lines of the code, yeah. But in fact, what do we have in the user interface for this one? Users list view. Pay attention. This is a users list view. The controller was just seen. Yeah, this is a part of the Jmix magic about the Vaadin, yeah, built on Vaadin, let's say. So it contains the fully functional generic filter. Yeah, it contains the actions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, this one contains additional actions working with the password, for example. Yeah, it has the data grid, functional data grid with the column resizing and the column reordering. Yeah, but this still does have only 14. This is not correct application. Sorry. Only 14 lines of Java code. How? Where is the rest? In fact, the rest is placed inside the XML descriptor file. Yeah, so this one is short as well. Yeah, let's say 78 lines of the XML code. This is in fact well structured. Probably I would even say that this is perfectly structured. Yeah, perfectly structured. Pay attention, it contains the data. So everything that you need to work with data in this view. In fact, probably to show the list of users, you need to somehow load those from the database. Yeah, and it can be done like in 10 lines of the XML code. And that's it. Yeah, the data is loaded. Then you need probably some actions for the entire view. You need the way to close this view. Yeah, so add this close action, or add the select action, or discard action, or you name it. Yeah, a lot of the actions are scaffolded inside the framework itself. Yeah. probably you need some additional functionality. Yeah. For example, if the filter is applied somehow, user email contains something, yeah, pay attention, it's immediately supported in the URL, immediately, yeah, adding just a singular line of a code, this one, URL query parameters for the generic filter, and that's it, and everything works. Then, of course, you need to show something to your users, yeah, corporate users, enterprise users, yeah, probably you need the generic filter, and that's it. It does exist and does work. Yeah, and you need probably the buttons. Okay, this is the horizontal layout that contains the buttons. It contains buttons. It contains the pagination. Yeah, just declarative way, declarative approach. Yeah, and this file, I mean the XML file, usually called the view descriptor. Yeah, so not only this is helpful. Additional thing is our tools, yeah, I mean the studio tools, the additional answer to the question why to use studio as the first step, because it has those structured things. Yeah, for example, layout contains the generic filter, contains the buttons panel, contains the user's data grid. If you need to be something to be changed, just drag and drop. Yeah, and that's it. For example, the generic filter under the buttons panel. Easy and fast. Yeah. An additional thing here is the let's say property navigator or property part of the view. You can change everything: enabled, disabled, sizes, the color, the appearance, and so on, so on, so on, so on. So this is the descriptor. And in fact, what do you as a developer need in Jmix, in Studio, to create a new view? For example, for this client, or and let's say, yeah, for this order, you need to click a couple of buttons, and that's it. The regular standard CRUD view, list view, and detail view going to be created like in a second. Yeah, this is part of the Jmix magic, let's say. Views, not a singular one does exist at this moment, of course. Then create new for this particular client entity, as you can see. Those are templates for view. Yeah, you can create only list view, or you can create only detail view, or you can create both at once. Yeah, immediately together. Let's say I'm going to use this template. Next button to click. All this stuff can be like it's automatically generated. So those are the annotation values. In fact, let's say the controller names, the descriptor name, and so on, and the role, for example. Yeah. Sorry about this. So then next button to click once again. Here you can select what functionality this view should contain immediately after the creation. For example, create, edit, remove. If the generic filter should be created or should be omitted, let's say. If you do not need this one, then unselect the checkbox. Yeah. Then the column behavior and stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to keep it simple, but without the generic filter. For some reason, I decided to. Yeah. Then next, then those are how the entities should be loaded in this view. Yeah, which attributes you do need, which attributes you do not need, which links or the references you need or do not need. Yeah. So next. This is about the localization. This application I'm creating right now. Yeah, does have a singular locale, which is default one, which is English one, but in fact you can create as many as you wish. Yeah, so in this case, this is going to be a little bit different. The key going to be the same for all of the locales, yeah, but the value going to be different. Yeah, for example, clients in English, then some different word in German, some third word in French, and you name it. Yeah. So this is the localization. Click, the button was clicked, yeah, and the magic was performed, of course, yeah, and now we have all those views, both of them, yeah, in a second, let's say. Let's make sure. Hot deploy, one more thing, yeah, in Jmix that helps you a lot. Yeah, now we have this clients in the main view, in the main menu. Yeah, now we have this list view without the generic filter. Now we have this detail view or the editor view. Yeah, we can add new client immediately. Yeah, and we can introduce the address and the full name and you name it. Yeah, okay, create it. And immediately saved in the database, of course. Let's do the same for the order. In this this time I'm not going to explain a lot. Yeah, I'm going to show you how quick it can be. Views, create view, entity list and detail view, order selected, parent menu, application, next, add the client, yeah, to be shown in the order list view, and add the client to be shown and editable in the order detail view. Next, create, yeah, like 10 seconds probably. Should wait for the hot deploy, yeah, so all the UI related code is hot deployed in Jmix. In fact, you change something, go to the browser, refresh the page, and you immediately see the changes without restarting of the application. Hot deploy is not immediate thing, in fact, yeah, but now you have this orders here, and you can create new order, yeah, you can add the number one total, 1, 2, 3, yeah, of course. Then the client previously created one can be immediately selected. Pay attention, this is magic, of course, yeah, this is magic. Should not be legal, I think, but it is legal, yeah, in fact. So this is about the user interface. Sometimes it can be a little bit different. Not different, yeah, sorry, this is a wrong word. It can be difficult to dive into such a functionality, into such a framework. Yeah, I believe that part of you guys do see this studio for the first time, yeah, in your life. How to start working with this, how to understand this, yeah. In fact, we have something helpful, yeah, not only for developing, yeah, but something that can help you diving, yeah, in the Jmix, let's say, yeah. This thing I mentioned called the Jmix AI assistant, yeah, and this is in fact the AI instrument. This uses the modern and powerful LLMs, yeah, powerful model, and if in fact this one is additionally prepared for you to help you to be as helpful as it can be, yeah, let's say. First thing is absolutely free of charge for you, yeah. You can use this one daily. You can ask or request the additional questions. We have limit, in fact, yeah, to be honest with you. You can use this one 100 times in month, yeah, as far as I remember, but we can produce it with the additional usages by your request. This is absolutely correct, yeah. So are you here? The first question from me, of course. Yes, I'm here. I'm ready to help you with Jmix. So this assistant is prepared and instructed to help you with developing with Jmix. And what is more important and more interesting about this one knows the entire Jmix documentation. Yeah, from the first letter to the last one, from A to Z, as far as I remember. Yeah. Additionally, this one knows some Jmix products. Yeah. Additionally, this one knows the Jmix UI samples. So it knows about all the components, how you can create them, how you can change them, which components do exist. Yeah. Which components can be used in which scenarios, and so on, so on, so on, so on. The next question I made for this one: how can I learn Jmix? Yeah. I still wish that at some moment in the future I do learn this one completely or fully, yeah. So how can I do so? You can learn, yeah, use our sources. We do have a lot of them, yeah. Not only the documentation, we have a tutorial, we have a Udemy course. In fact, I believe that Alex is going to mention this one a little bit later. Yeah, this is going to be a good news. Yeah, good news. So Udemy course, create something, use something, yeah. Use this Jmix CRM, download this one and open this one and ask the agent, not the agent, yes, sorry, ask the assistant to help you understand what is this application, how to work with Jmix, how to create something, yeah. So this is quite full answer, yeah, in my opinion, how to create something new, how to change something in the application. But I would like to ask one more question, yeah. For example, since in this particular view, let's say orders, I do not have the in the clients, yeah, in this one I do not have the generic filter. I want to ask the Jmix AI assistant, how can I add some simple filter. Yeah, for example, something that I can use to filter through the client name. It's going to be a helpful thing. Yeah, it's looking like a helpful thing. Yeah, in my opinion. So okay, let's do so. Then I probably can open this one on the full screen. Probably should open the application here at the same place. Not the full screen, by the way. Where are you? Here you are. Okay, like this. Doc and pinned. Probably doc pinned. Let's do this way. View mode can be changed. Yeah, the default appearance, let's say. And something that I need, yeah, and I can provide the context for the assistant, because those LLMs do love context. They enjoy them. So I need this client list view descriptor, yeah, and that's going to be enough. Just click this plus button. Current file, client list view. You can provide quite big context, yeah, to our assistant. And I'm going to make a question, of course. I need a simple client name filter here, and click the enter. Smashes this enter button. Yeah. So it's going to think about, of course, for some time. It's going to read the documentation. As you can see, I don't believe that those things can read, in fact. Yeah, but those going to do something, structuring the information in a couple of seconds. Yeah, probably it's going to be a little bit longer for the first request. Later is going to warm up a little bit. Yeah, going to have a context, let's say, and going to answer quicker, of course. So you already have a search field. Let's turn into a simple client name contains filter. What do you mean about the search field, by the way? Okay, not to bother. Yeah. So app DPKL condition to the loader query, and this can be the way. Yeah, let's say distinct data select from where condition like name filter, and this name filter you can subscribe to this search field. Clients date the grid. Okay. Buttons. Okay. In the form layout, we do have the component. Yeah, search field. Oh, yeah, of course. This is the demo thing, of course. Yeah, as you can see, Alex sees the reason. Yeah, because this is Jmix CRM project, of course. Yeah, this is not our project that does not contain the search field. So the answer is a little bit interesting, yeah, at this point. So, by the way, not to bother ourselves, this is a helpful thing. Yeah, it can, let's say, explain you something. It can lead you to the correct questions, at least. Yeah, and those correct questions can lead you to the correct answers. Yeah, so pay attention to the functionality of the Jmix AI assistants as well. I believe that that's it about this second demo. Yeah, probably we should go to the third one, and I'm going to close this project. Yeah.
But first of all, questions and answers. You cannot imagine how much questions and answers currently going on in the chat section. But I will nevertheless start from my question. So this was very intensive. Thanks. So we have a small pause currently, and the obvious question is that, can I customize everything that I see on the screen, and how are my actions limited? What can I do?
You can do everything that your imagination can create, of course. Yeah, you're not limited, of course, in the things. By the way, probably we do have this next slide. Yeah, but if we have my view, yeah, let's say to be shared in the workshop, yeah, let's say on YouTube, as far as I believe. So pay attention how many components we do have just immediately you're starting to use Jmix. Yeah, like tens of them, tens of the components. And you're not limited in the components only, of course. You can create the layouts of different kinds. Yeah, and you can create and use the root or the role, let's say, HTML components like anchors, the div components, the headers of any level, yeah, and so on, so on, so on, so on. And this is not the limitation as well, of course. Yeah, you can create your own components based on any JavaScript library you can find in the internet. Yeah, you can create the Vaadin add-ons. Any Vaadin add-on suitable for the current Jmix version, of course, can be installed in like a singular line of code. Yeah, a singular dependency, and you can immediately use this one. If you need something, need something to do with the appearance, this is the styling, of course. Yeah, then you can. The best suggestion, yeah, from me going to be use the Jmix AI assistant, yeah, and ask what you need from this one, how you need to change the application appearance, yeah, and in fact, all the sites are files, yeah, about the theming are immediately reachable. Of course, those are in the user interface themes, and here we have something to work with style CSS and my CRM CSS with this little hint: define your styles here. Yeah, so introduce everything you can imagine.
Yeah, thanks for covering this, Dmitry. Nevertheless, we did not see this time your screen. So your efforts clicking the buttons, unfortunately, yeah, we're not appreciated.
Okay. This is,
but in any case, yeah, let's go to the other question. Basically, many developers nowadays use React or other JavaScript-based technologies as the UI. Jmix is using Vaadin. Of course, there is some exact magic involved that you could see. But is there an option to implement JavaScript-based front UI in the Jmix application? And what are the best practices here?
Yes, there is a way, of course. And the simplest way, of course, is going to be the regular one. Yeah, let's say I just mentioned, if you do not need this Vaadin user interface, just create the REST application, Jmix REST application. If you decided, yeah, for example, to create some full stack application anyway, yeah, let's say, but you need some more let's say the quicker user interface, yeah, or you need the different user interface. For example, you need the mobile application, yeah, written in the Kotlin, for example. Yeah, of course, you can immediately, in a couple of clicks, you can add the Jmix REST add-on. Yeah, so the generic REST functionality, of course, is available. Since I just mentioned, and as far as I believe, you mentioned this as well, this Spring Jmix application in Spring application. Yeah, so everything possible in Spring is possible in Jmix, of course.
Exactly. We are standing on the shoulders of the giants, indeed.
Yes.
Let's go to the chat section. Plenty of questions there. So I'm trying to select those ones which were not yet answered by Victor. Okay, so how can AI support BPM design by detecting potential risks, bottlenecks, missing flows, and permission conflicts before deployment? Yes, the correct answer is using flow set. Indeed, there is a lot of predictive analysis there, AI-based. And please go to the flowset.io to get a knowledge with our other project dedicated to implementing the BPM engine, open source BPM engine, to any Spring Boot application. Okay, and next question is from Felix. How to tell the AI that I do not want Jmix 1.x propositions, but only 2x? As far as I understand, the question is related to Jmix AI assistant.
Yes. As far as I understand it is. Yeah, in fact, Felix, please connect with us if you are facing any issues. But as I do know, in fact, the Jmix AI assistant is informed and is trained to help you only with Jmix 2+. Yeah. So if you make the explicit questions about the Jmix 1.7, let's say, yeah, or 1.5, it's going to answer. Yeah, but it's regular answers must be based on the Jmix 2+. Yeah, and we do test this one. And once again, Felix, if you face issues, yeah, connect us, and we're going to tune this one even better. Yeah, it's tuned now, yeah, but we're going to continue improving this assistant as well.
Absolutely. Forum.jmix.io. please refer any questions that you do have in your daily activity, and we will find the solution. So there are questions here, different questions on the AI assistant functionality, but most of them were answered, and we are currently going to the lack of time. So I see that Victor already answered them. Just to highlight, additionally, for Tengiz, that indeed we are making our best efforts to make the smoothest ever transition from Jmix 2.8 to Jmix 3.0. So this is one of our best targets to go. Right. Yeah. Yes. The same answer to Mr. Tyre, indeed. Okay. So I assume that we should move further because the time is ticking. And we are going now to the live coding section number 3, where we will touch the security and access control. Again, the word to you, Dmitry.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alexey. Alex, yeah, probably Alex sounds better. Both works. Okay, perfect. So about the security, you know, the security is an issue sometimes. This is not even often. I believe the security is always an issue, and you need to somehow work with this layer of your application, as you can guess. And as we just seen, the Jmix supports and provides you with the security immediately you creating the application, full stack application in particular. So you immediately do have the user management subsystem, let's say. You can create new users, you can create new roles, and in fact, the Jmix security subsystem, let's say, is predictable, and it's well formed, well constructed. How do I know? Why is it so? Because in fact, in Jmix, the security layer is built on top of the Spring Framework security mechanisms. It's not the bicycle, it's not the wheel that we created, let's say, because in fact, it's if you open the very first thing, very first entity, that scaffolded user, you can immediately see in the text appearance that this GPA entity implement the Jmix user details, that in its turn extends the user details, and the user details is something from the Spring Framework security. What is even better or even more interesting about the Jmix security subsystem, that we do have the declarative approach of creating and assigning the roles, let's say role-based system, let's say, to users. What do I mean? Not going to create the roles in the application that just created. Let's better take a look at the functionality of the CRM, our CRM application. Pay attention, please. Now something going to happen. When I log in the application as an administrator, what I'm going to be able to see, what I'm going to have access to, everything. In fact, since I'm the administrator, so I see all the clients, for example, we have a couple of those, 30 of the clients, as you can see, so those clients do have different managers, for example, Robert and Alice and stuff. I see all the invoices, all the payments. I see everything. So this is the full access role. Of course, in your application, sometimes when you're creating something difficult, something strong, something that's going to be supported, maintained for years. For example, some system for banking, for the user accounts, and you name it. You do not need everybody in your organization to be able to see all those numbers. You do not need all the managers, for example, to see all the clients. In my opinion, it's better when the manager in this clients view if they do see only their clients, not the Robert clients, for example, for the Alice. So let's take a look what's going to happen if I log in the application as the different user, Alice, for example. So if you have questions a little bit later, I'm going to show you where to find the quick answers. But for now, Alice. And the password is the same, Alice. Then log in the application. Oh yeah, of course, a typo. How can I live without a typo? I cannot imagine. Login. So now this user going to see different amount of data. Yeah, they going to be see, for example, only the clients for whom, let's say, this particular user, Alice Brown, is account manager, nothing more. Yeah, and there is no way this particular user, this manager, can know about the rest. Yeah, so you have to know this, then please do know only this information, do see only this information. Yeah, so how it is implemented, the question, the most important question here probably, this is implemented using once again the mechanisms in the Jmix that built once again on top of the Spring Security. Roles, user roles of two different kinds, namely those kinds are the resource roles, if the user can see this resource, yeah, or if the user can access this resource. A resource is a view or the screen or the browser tab, yeah. The particular entity, yeah, is a resource. Menu item is a resource. Yeah, so all those things are created in the resource roles. And the second kind or type of the role in Jmix is the role level role that can limit, like in this particular case, yeah, if the user can see the particular limited roles from the database. Yeah, for example, clients. Yeah, so how it is implemented, manager role. As far as I remember, this one is the resource role. Yeah, at this point, it can be created a little bit differently. So a lot of same-ish, boilerplate-ish things here. Yeah, but of course, you do not need to read this one using your eyes. Yeah, since you're working with Jmix, you can just use those tabs. For example, for the entities, yeah, those are checkboxes. The access to the particular entity operations. For example, if this manager can create category, if this is absolutely obvious that the manager cannot create, is not permitted for them. Yeah, but the manager user in this role can read the categories, of course, but the user cannot update or delete them, and so on. Yeah, this is immediately obvious. This is immediately clear when you open this designer, what this user can do or cannot do. Yeah, the same, for example, for the supervisor role. Yeah, the access is wider, as you can see. The same for the let's say administrator role. Yeah, everything is available. This is the almost full access role, almost. Yeah, and that's it. And the behavior for the role level roles a little bit different, but this is another way. Yeah, not going to spend a lot of the time. And then after the role is created, implemented, you select which operation are available for user, which attributes are available for user. You just go to your application and then assign the role for the user. Yeah, like in our application at this point, security, resource roles, system full access, for example, assign to users, and then select the user you need to assign the role. Let's create a test user with the test password, let's say. Control, yeah, I see something wrong, was copied. Test, and test. Yeah, then okay, you can assign the role from the list view of the user or from the security views role assignment, add full access role. Yeah, and you do have the second administrator immediately. Yeah, so test user can now log in the application. The same for the CRM application, but the set of the roles is wider, of course. The restrictions are more well formed, and this is one more thing. Yeah, one more reason you should take a look at this one. Yeah, so this is about the success, and what is more important. Yeah, we're going to continue with the next topic, with the next demo. I'm going to introduce, let's say, not the introduce. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something in advance. Yeah, the permissions or the roles are applied to the LLM as well. Yeah, so the LLM, not the another or additional whole in your security, in your wall, let's say, yeah, those permissions are applied to the calls as well. So I believe that that's it about this security, yeah, part. This can be easily found in the documentation, and the roles are obvious for me, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Dmitry. First of all, the idea, viewers, sorry for some interruptions that currently going on, and there was low quality of the screen. Sorry, we're trying to fix this, but sometimes it's just out of our responsibility and out of our boundaries. But yeah, I hope they will fix it soonest. So Dmitry, one question from my side.
Yes.
How much effort would you believe it takes to implement something similar in Jmix security in a purely draft, I would say, Spring Boot project? Because what we could see, it's a massive thing.
Yeah, that's going to be insane, in fact. Yeah, probably. One more thing, yeah, about the Jmix way or about the Jmix flow. Yeah, since you do have everything in Java, yeah, you have all the layers in Java. Yeah, you have everything together. Let's say you need to introduce the security in a singular place, of course. Yeah, if we start into talking about some custom solutions like the pure Spring Boot, yeah, or naked, let's say, Spring Boot, then some rest. You should create the some granted authorities. You should limit everything, every single step, every single sneeze. Yeah, let's say. For example, you can add those checks in this each of the endpoints. Yeah, for the REST endpoints you do create, you do introduce, and this going to be. This is going to become a headache at some moment. I promise. Yeah, I swear to God. This is going to be this way. But in Jmix, it's clearer, in my opinion. Yeah, you just see the user interface, for example. Yeah, you see the some view, yeah, and you need this particular user to have access. You just allow this, and that's it. Yeah, you're clicking just checkbox, and everything starts to work. Yeah,
indeed. Yeah, I assume that due to the lack of time, we are now moving further to the next and last live coding section, and we will answer all the relevant questions after this session will end. And here, I draw attention to our old timers. Here's to you the new functionality of text to data.
Yes.
Dmitry, please.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much. So the text to data. This is a part, yeah, of our CRM, B2B CRM project that we share with you. Once again, I'm going to repeat this again and again because I think that this thing is something that you could not imagine, yeah, for free. Yeah. So what is this project? First step, you should go, of course. A little bit later, we're going to have some QR codes for you, yeah, to navigate to find this project. The first thing, yeah, this is the GitHub repository, of course, and here you can find a short but meaningful README file. Yeah, so you can take a look what is this thing, yeah, table of the context, what is this application, which technical stack this implements, let's say, or uses, which DOMs are included, how you can build this one on your local machine, yeah, let's say on your local computer in just like a singular command, yeah, and then how you can run this one in jar using the Docker or the Docker Compose and so on. And the next thing, yeah, you just mentioned before, this is the AI assistant. Yeah, this is not the Jmix AI assistant, yeah, because Jmix AI assistant is the coding assistant. This is the CRM assistant. Yeah. So what is this thing? This is built into the application. It uses the as far as I know, yeah, this particular moment as the LLM, the ChatGPT is being used at this moment, yeah. So you can change this one, some demo data being created, so you can immediately test it, yeah, by the way, here is the application data model, and here the role model, everything that you are interested in, the surface, yeah, of the Jmix CRM can be found here. CRM and AI, Alice Brown. How many clients do we have? in total, to make it more clear. And the question mark, totak. I have no idea what this word does mean. Total. Send. And what is the interesting thing? Yeah, this is about the human being interaction. This Alice Brown or the another user of your application, of course, yeah, cannot be familiar with the generic filters or cannot be familiar with something else. Yeah, some complicated things, some filters, your queries, GPQL and stuff. Yeah, sometimes the clients, it's better for the human being, yeah, to interact in the human language, yeah, just in plain language, to form some difficult thoughts, yeah, let's say, from their mind, and to make a question like they would question the another employee, yeah, another manager. And this is how the AI assistant in the B2B CRM does work. Pay attention, please. We currently have 13 clients in total, yeah. Are they 30s? 13, yeah? Probably you'd remember when I worked with this application as an administrator, we used to have 30, not 13, but 30, yeah? 3 times higher amount. So this is how the permissions are applied, yeah? In fact, those are applied to the UI assistant as well. Pay attention, orders, not orders, clients. So 13 rows, and that's it. This was a very, very simple question, of course. Yeah, pay attention to those things, to those buttons. Let's say, yeah, for example, you can ask the model, the assistant, to pitch a product. You can ask the assistant to analyze the payment patterns. Yeah, you can ask this one to currently LLC next actions. Yeah, for particular client, for example. Yeah, then you can ask the agent to prioritize a pipeline, and this going to use tools. Yeah, of course. How does it work? The question mark. Yeah, it uses the tools. And here, what the model does during the process, what this assistant does during the answering process. Yeah, process. It's queries the CRM data. Yeah, it's decides what to answer. Yeah, the very first step is to understand what is the question. Yeah, of course, what the user intent is. Yeah, what user wants. Then the set of tools to call. Yeah, and then the GPQL queries to call, let's say, then to get the results, let's say, some rows from the database, and then to form this answer this way. Yeah, analyze the current sales pipeline, and so on. The pipeline is seizable but needs something. Yeah, so what do we have? We have open deals. We have the open pipeline with some amount. Yeah, quite big one. I would like to have. So a couple of new deals, a couple of the accepted deals, and this is of course for this particular user, yeah, for this particular manager, and so on. If you have questions, probably the most interesting questions here could be how it's implemented. Yeah, how does it work? Why is the thing correct? Yeah, the question is the most important question when we're talking about the data and about the finances and about the someone's money. Pay attention to the Jmix CRM once again. Yeah, so I mean, the entire application uses the Spring AI, yeah, project part of the Spring environment and infrastructure. Where is the functions, where is the stuff? Open this main, yeah, of course, Java, SRC, sorry, main, then find the Java, then find the AI, yeah, pay attention to the configuration, to the context, to the GPQL, yeah, how those queries are being implemented, how those receive the parameters, how those return the parameters to the LLM, let's say, yeah, then pay attention to the resources. Yeah, in fact, the things, yeah, that usually nowadays are called prompts, yeah, presented here in the resources. So this is about the AI conversation title system, and this one is about the this is the system prompt, in fact, yeah, how to explain the model, the ChatGPT in this case, in our case, what it should do and how. Yeah, so here we have a prompt, open source still. Yeah, you are a CRM business analytics expert with access to B2B CRM database. Yeah, respond in this particular language. Do not switch to another language. Yeah, your role. What is your role? The model role. Yeah, key capabilities: execute queries, discover and execute reports if needed, calculate, compare, identify, provide, and then how to do so, which tools do exist, which tools are available, how to apply the restrictions and limitations and stuff like this. Yeah, so this is the AI agent, in fact. So questions were made, as far as I remember. So those things, pay attention, are clickable and stuff. Yeah, this is the CRM AI functionality. Start this one. Little remark here as well. Yeah, one thing. This is open source, of course. Yeah, and you can fork this, you can download and launch this, but you should understand that we do not share the API key in the application properties file. So you should have your own, yeah, or you probably can test the functionality, the CRM itself on the local model. Why not? Yeah. Application local properties, and here, not here, and the application properties itself. Here you should have this one. Yeah, Spring AI Open API key. Yeah, and your key should be somewhere in the environment. So that's it.
Thanks so much, Dmitriy. And personally, yeah, indeed, very excited about this functionality. My personal opinion is that this is exactly the future, and already near the future of the UIs and how the users of enterprise applications basically cooperate, interoperate with the data currently. And maybe soon it will be some of the maybe default UIs indeed, when you just talk to data and you just receive necessary information. So quite impressive in my mind.
Yeah, and it's insane in my opinion.
So the question from the chat, from Kit, how do we protect performance when doing text to data? Good question.
Performance. What is the performance in this case?
As far as I understand, we're talking now about the performance of the overall application, if I got the question correct.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so. So pay attention. The requests to the database using the GPQL query, like milliseconds. Yeah, 2 milliseconds, 3 milliseconds. Yeah. Then you just get the data and throw it to the OpenAI or to the Anthropic, and you don't bother about the resources since you pay for those. Yeah. So this is not about the application. Yeah, let's say. So all those call chain is quite. I mean, on the layer of the application, those calls are almost immediate. Yeah, those calls are very quick. This is just a regular Java code, like milliseconds. GPQL request, milliseconds. Going through the tool chain, yeah, milliseconds. The thing that takes time, of course, is the responses from the models, and this is not on your side at all. You cannot control this. Yeah. So if this is going to be like some busy time, yeah, when the western part of the world is a little bit more busy, yeah, than the eastern, you can face the issues, of course. In fact, yeah, even if you use the open AI, or even if you use the Anthropic cloud, yeah, so those are sometimes just don't respond, and that's it.
Yeah, we've been there. So 2 more questions and comments from Kit. He suggests to future live session on doing Jmix development with AI coding agent. Yeah, this is something that we should consider. and if there a risk of user acquiring something that is not indexed.
Acquiring something that is not indexed. I don't get this one, unfortunately. Yeah, probably this is something about the access rules. Yeah, so user cannot, as you can see, cannot access anything that user should not see. Yeah, so not this one. Probably the CRM AI. This. Yeah. So all the things are limited for the user. Not indexed probably can be related to what else? To probably some not linked data. Yeah, probably some feature plans. I believe that I'm afraid that.
We're talking about text to data only. This is the context. Yes.
Yeah, so if this is about the access permissions, access rights, so no, user cannot create the response that going to load the data not available for them. Why and how it is implemented? This is not even decided. Yeah, this is built in the Jmix security model, let's say. Yeah, since the user, let's say, context or probably user session is propagated to those tools in the obvious way. Yeah, so the data manager, the main interface to working with data in Jmix, knows who asks about the data. Yeah, knows. And if the role does not allow the user that asks about data to show something, to load something, it's never going to be loaded. Never.
Exactly. And this is the advantages of the security here. Absolutely. So we are moving, I would say it's been a while. It was a long storytelling, but I'm quite happy with our speed. So we are moving now to the next actions. So as you can see, there is a list of resources which you can use to move further. First of all, what is expected from our team, that you would use the CRM project and hopefully give us a star. You could use it locally, make it, basically deliver it, deploy it in your cloud or on-premise, of course. Study the source code and ask the questions on the forum. Ask the questions in Jmix AI Assistant, which is basically absolutely available for you. And here are some useful resources: the GitHub of the project source, the demo application itself, documentation and community forum again, and 2 QR codes. As you can see, we've got a small gift for you, for those persons who made it to the end. And for those persons who will watch it in the replay, feel free to use it. The free access to the Jmix Advanced Udemy course with the QR code that is placed in the right part of this slide. You are able to apply for this access, and please activate this code until the 1st of July, because it's a time-limited offer, and Udemy doesn't allow to give us those promo codes for a very long time. And if you liked what you today experienced, if you are interested in having even more education on Jmix, please apply to the Jmix training programs. You are able to join the waitlist for the group together, and Dmitriy or our colleagues will teach you the most details on Jmix, on different scenarios. We can also tailor the course upon your need, of course, for your group. And I have only the last question so far, and this question goes to our audience. How basically you liked the workshop? How do you find, was it useful? And if you would like to see more content like this on our YouTube channel, please put the plus in the chat section, and we will be able to have your feedback. We're always here for you, always glad to support you on the forum, in the direct connection. Just feel free to ask. So I guess this is something that we wanted to showcase today. And I'm truly thankful for your attention today. And I hope that you will deliver a lot of new projects with Jmix, and we are here to support you. Thank you. Thanks, Dmitry.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.